Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. Today is, what is it, Tuesday, March 11th. It's 3/11 day. I didn't even know if it was Monday or Tuesday, but it is Tuesday. Last night, the Spaces wasn't working. Yesterday, last night, I did do a quick live show just to the Mag 7 real quick, and I figured out how to do the live streaming. So if you didn't see it, let me know what you think, and we'll start live streaming these bad boys. So I messed around with that all night and got that finally to work. So let's roll through and see what this market's looking like. It's a little greener than yesterday, I'll say. So we do see some green, but I'm not convinced it's going up. Let's take a look and see what's going on. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. How is everybody this morning? And what's it look like? Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Amazon, they're all up just a tiny bit. Meta and Tesla are a little green. Apple is down. AVGO is up a little bit. And we'll go through our Joey's jumpers first, and then we'll obviously come back and see what our SPY is doing here. So let's get to our Joey's jumpers real quick. And I know AGMH was the first one on there. AGMH. And let's see what it's doing. It is hitting this bottom down here, and we'll see. I'm not so sure it's going to curl back up, just knowing that they hit that MACD and bounce back down. So let's look for that on that AGMH, but it did run up really nice, pulling back, and we'll have to look at it to see when it wants to get set back up here. And BKYI right here, BioKey. Oh, this is that BioKey one. Someone asked about something like this. I didn't even know what they were talking about. I couldn't find it. They never left the stock ticker either on Stock Twits. But it ran up yesterday, 102 to 156. But this morning it's at 131 down to 126. So yeah, that BioKey did run. I think they wrote something else or something. But yeah, I looked it up. I didn't see anything. What is that? CRVO it is. CRVO. And that is Servo Med right here. And what are they doing? They're moving up. It looks like that's rolling off the MACD, guys. So keep an eye on CRVO. It did run up yesterday. Wow, 218 to 272. I bet that was in the after hours. Yeah, it was. And there you go. And now it's at 203 to 192. So it did pop in the after hours. Generally, when they've been popping in the after hours, it's been hard for them to keep that momentum. But that one did have a nice pop up there yesterday afternoon. And CUTR, Cutaria, we were looking at this recently. It was way down there, and it made that curl up. And again, there's your pop up. It's a couple days out, and now it's going to be pulling back. We already know that, but it is getting set up. I'll have to take a look at this one. CUTR, it is trying to get set up right there. I'll take a look at that today, and it did jump up yesterday. And Game Square Holdings, let's see what this is up to. GAME. Let's see. I was thinking Dave and Buster's is play. I was like, isn't that? But no, it's definitely play. And this one's already tried it one, two, three. This would be like the fourth time when it tries curling up again off the bottom. We'll have to take a look at it. Looks like it's going to getting set up in like a week or so. So we'll take a look at that game and check that out in a few days. LFMD. Let's see. That one's popped up, curling up really nice. And again, they have that really nice curl up, and then it hits the 50 right there, tries to hit the MACD, and it will come down, but that was a nice run up. 467 to 550 yesterday, closed at 513. And then this morning, 527 up to 569, and it's at 509. So that's LFMD, Life Med, and that wasn't a bad one, or Life MD. And that wasn't a bad one right there. That was a nice little popper. And MYO, let's see what that's doing right here. It is trying to jump up out of the basement, but I don't know if it's really ready. Yesterday, it did hit that 20, just like we're talking about. And then it's coming down 470 to 550. And then today, it's at 506 down to 477. So it did get moving, but then it came back down right there. And let's look at that Sanoa. We were looking at this just the other day, and damn, that one popped up pretty good. SNOA, there you go. That thing ran way up 270 to 385 yesterday, it looks like. And then 363 up to 475. It's at 430 right now. We definitely just looked at that the other day. and TNON Tenon Medical. This one jumped up as well. It was in a pretty good spot right there, trying to get moving, and it did do it. I mean, you wouldn't have known because it's tried to do it a bunch of times. It ran up yesterday, 131 to 194, and then today it went 192 to 220. It's at 181, so it's under where it closed yesterday. And there you go with your Jolie's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. And let's see what our laptop lowdowns are looking like real quick. AWH, let's see these bad boys. Which one's going to be getting set up here? And this one looks like it's already popped up. There you go, laptop travel. AWH, that looks like it popped this morning. Asperia Women's Health. I know we were just looking at it. 19 to 44. It's over 100% right there. And remember, that one wasn't a good spot. AWH. And there you go with that. TV. Let me see if that's over here. TSTV. I don't see that. That might be something else. TNON we just did. GMHS. Game House Holdings. This one, another game one, and this one is cruising up. It's up 23 cents this morning. GMHS. Let's see what this is doing. Let's see, GMHS right here. And yeah, 225 to 268. It's down at 192, but it did run up this morning off the 20. And that SNOA and VLRS. Let's see what this one's doing. This one's a nice dipper. VLRS. So we'll keep an eye on this. Was curling up, trying to get moving, and came back down to that next level down. So that one is pulling back. AURA. This one's in a good spot, guys. Getting looking pretty good. We might have to look at this bad boy today. AURA just curling back down, but getting to be in a good spot right there. I'll look at that one. DCTH. Let's see what Delcath Systems is doing. And that one's pulling back, hitting that bottom right there. DCTH. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't think it's ready just yet. It could get into the basement right there, and we'll watch that one for the bottom. So many great ones hitting the bottom. PHAT, that Phantom, that one ran up the other day for us, and now it's way down. Let's see what it was at. Hold on. PHAT, is it moving this morning? No, yeah, it is moving this morning, actually. $2 to 390, and that's where it's at. And yesterday it went, what, 505 to 437. So yeah, it like gapped down today or something. It's and then went way down to $2 and came back up to 390. So big dip right there for PHAT, and it did run the other day. That BTOG, this one was ran up big and is trying to get set back up. This is another one to keep an eye on right here. BTOG could get running again. That Bit Origin and BTCT. Let's look at that one. That one isn't looking too bad. It's pulling back. Let's see if it crosses through. Let me look at it. I know we were looking at it the other day and it hit that 20. It may cross through and come back down. I'll have to look at that today, actually, BTCT. And how about that Wint? That was trying to get set up too. And it recently reverse split not long ago. It's still in the basement trying to curl up. And WINT, it is trying to get set up there. I would keep an eye on that one. And that rent, that was kept pulling back here. We'll see if that's a bottom. And that one's tried to crawl up multiple times and keeps pulling back some. And let's see if it's basing out down here at that 372 area, if that's the bottom. Not exactly sure, but we'll keep an eye on it and see what's going on. And there we go with our laptop lowdowns. And thank you very much, Laptop Travel, right there. And let's see what the SPY and everybody's up to. And then we'll take a look and see what you guys want to see. So let's see what's happening here. And again, they were all kind of green when we first opened. They're not so green now. Tesla's up a little bit. Let's go through. Let's go through and just look at them. The SPY is up 95 cents. Guys, I'm not convinced it's going up. And next step is either run flat on that bottom right there or into the basement. And if the SPY gets into the basement, there's a lot of room it can fall down to. So we could see some big dippers. And we already seen some big dippers, but we could definitely see some more. So we will take a look and see what's going on. Apple's down $1, hitting some support right there. Let's take a look and see what it looks like this morning. Eh, it's just trying to like kind of hold itself from yesterday's big dip right there. Amazon, that's up 17 cents, and I'm not so sure. It's just making that little tiny curl up right now in the basement, but I'm not so sure that's ready to get really rolling. It just needed to take a little bounce and curl, but I think it's staying in there. Google's down, and that's sitting on the support. That looks like it's pulling back and going to go end up into the basement right there. And Meta's up $1.23. It's on that line right there. And that looks like it's either going to go flat or run into the basement. You can't tell. Yesterday could be the bottoms on them, and maybe they start to try to curl back up, but I'm not convinced yet. We know that they like to turn red right in the right after the market basically opens. So they have been green in the morning and then they do go red. I'm not convinced they're ready to get cruising yet. And that is Meta up 78 cents, but nothing crazy. And Microsoft right here, MSFT, and this one looks the exact same. It's down 31 cents. Let's see what it's doing right now. MSFT. It's at 379.82, and like I said, it's trying to hit a support line down there, but there's really nothing holding it up. We could see it really get into that basement. It's just kind of flat on the bottom line, just like them all, and we'll have to see. But like I think they'll be in the basement is what they look like. Nvidia is pinned in between this channel, and it doesn't look like that's going to go up. Maybe it tries to curl up a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's very promising. Let's put it that way. And that is Nvidia not looking great, and Tesla. That one is just kind of up 363. And again, yesterday's huge dip, and it's in the basement. And I'm not so sure Tesla's ready to get out there, guys. So keep an eye on these things to pull back some more. I know they're up a little bit today, and they could just keep on cruising back down. So we will definitely be watching them for sure. And let's go ahead and go through our other ones real quick. AMC, that is up a penny. And again, it's just trying to curl up there on the MACD a little bit. And I'm not so sure that's going to make it anywhere. That one's probably going to be pulling back. And GameStop's up 4 cents. And another one just flat at the bottom. A lot of them have that same look, especially the Mag 7. GameStop looks like it. They're flat at the bottom. Look like they should want to try to go up, but I'm not sure they want to. So we may see some more dippage. Chewy looks like it's pulling back some more right there. CHWY. And Unity's up 61 cents, but I'm not convinced that one's ready to get moving yet. And let's see. Yeah, that one's just kind of bumped up this morning, but that could easily be coming back down. And Netflix, let's see what Netflix is doing. It's at 867 and it's trying to crawl off that bottom, but again, I'm not convinced. And I think we could see these bad boys all in the basement very well. We'll see if they try to bottom out today, but I'm not completely convinced. I'll keep you guys updated. You know that. And AVGO, that's up 271. And yeah, this one's coming up to hit the MACD again, and I have a feeling it has that nice curl up look, but we've seen this before where they just completely get knocked down, and this one could get knocked down coming crawling up right there. So keep my eye on AVGO. MU, that's up $1.06 and not yeah, I don't think that's getting ready to rock and roll yet. So watch that one to try to pull back. I would say TSM, that's under the support. That looks like it's going to try to pull back some more. And I do think these bad boys are going to end up into the basement, which is pretty wild right here. SMCI looks like it's going to bounce down and hit that MACD, come down right there. Let's see what AMD's doing. That's up $1.43. It's trying to get curled up there, but again, we know this look, and I just don't think AMD will be ready yet, not in this market. So we'll see it bounce right down right there, I assume. And QCOM, that's up $1.02, trying to make a base, trying to curl up. And again, unless these things can get curled up there, I don't believe that they're going to be moving. And Intel, that one is up 20 cents, and another one that looks like it will be pulling back. So, like I keep saying, I'm not convinced that they're ready to roll. PayPal's up 30 cents and looks like it probably is going to hit that MACD right here and come bouncing back down. Not unless this and PayPal get curled through. I don't know. It's trying to make a base, but I could see it easily coming down a whole nother level right there. And that's why you want to definitely be patient. Snow is up 19 cents. Looks like that can be coming down a lot more. And Dell's been coming down. It's up 55 cents and is on that bottom area. Looks like it should be coming down more. PLTR has been dipping down really good, and that's up like 80 something cents. I think PLTR takes another big dip. And I know Sophie was looking like it wanted to pull back, and it's still right there, hitting that 50 right there. No, it's hitting the 200. I'm sorry. For Sophie. And I don't think that's going to hold it. So, yeah, they're just ripping right through any kind of support lines or anything trying to hold them up. They're just going right through it. Good old Mara, that's up 12 cents. And that looks like it's going to have to get set up, although it's over the MACD, wants to get rolling up there, but not so sure it's ready. It looks like it's going to have like a good 2 weeks now. Same with Riot, or maybe a week or so, maybe like about a week for Riot and Matter, and then maybe we'll start to see crypto get set up. But Riot's way down there, and I doubt that's going to get curled up. And again, maybe about a week away, and then it can get set up there. And let's take a look at CLSK. That's up 9 cents, and it's hitting that line. It's like blended in with it. Actually, is it crossing through? Let me look. Yeah, it's trying to hit that line. It's trying to cross through, but again, I'm not convinced that they're really ready. It's really pushing the envelope, but we know that they pull back down real easily and dip down. MSTR, good old MicroStrategy's up $8, but it doesn't look like it's exactly ready. It looks like it could be pulling back some more at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think MicroStrategy, and it did. It was curled up, looked like it wanted to run, and now it just came crossing through, coming down. We'll see if it can get moving back up there and cross through again, but I'm not so sure it will. I think it needs some time to get set up, unfortunately. And that is good old MicroStrategy right there. Let's look at IBM. That's up 55 cents, and another one looks like it could be pulling down. Oxy was up 37 cents. That one was moving. And another one, guys, it looks really good, but I'm not completely convinced as it's hitting that MACD line. It is hitting it pretty good. I'm not going to lie, it's about to. But that 20 and 50 are up there, and we know that they just don't break through. And it doesn't matter who you are. ExxonMobil was trying to get through it. Looks like it might have. It had a nice setup. We knew it did. And that one did run up yesterday, I believe. Yeah, and it's up this morning, 111 to 112. Yesterday it ran good, 108 to 112. We were saying that thing looks set up. That did cross through. So maybe we'll see Oxy get moving here. We'll see what ExxonMobil can do if it can get back, if it can get over this 112 like 57. It's at 112.41, basically hitting some resistance right there. And we'll see if it can get moving. But it is a good setup right there off that pop off ExxonMobil. So there you go with that one. And what's Nike doing? That's up 10 cents. And that could be pulling back, it looks like. So, and Mountain, that one was cruising yesterday. They had earnings, I believe. Yeah, they had their earnings yesterday. It did run up for a little bit. It is crossed over, coming back down. So we'll see if it wants to roll off the MACD. And like I said, it ran 158 to 163 yesterday. It did close at that 158 area. And that was your MTN. And there you go, right there. There's our big caps and Mag 7. And again, Apple's red. The rest of them are just barely up. And we know that they like to turn right around. They do stay green in the morning. And the SPY is just up $1.75. I'm not convinced it's ready to get rolling. And like I said, it could easily get into the basement today. We'll see. Like I said, yesterday looked like it was a bottom, but I'm not convinced. And we'll see how they rock and roll. Let me see what you guys want to look at. And we'll take a look and see what CDT wants to do right now. Let's take a look at CDT right here. Just kind of flat from yesterday. Let me take a look on mine. And what it do? It pulled back there, 108. What was it at? That is today's date. Yesterday closed at 108. It did run up to 117 and pulled back. CDT. Yeah, I mean, it still looks like it's just flat right there running that bottom. That bottom still looks like it's at that 98 cents from the other day. So it's not looking bad, just kind of running flat. FBGL. Let's see what FBS Global. That's that new one that's right in the basement and just kind of dipping down back a little bit right there. And you can't really tell exactly how long this thing has to set up. I know it did run up the other day to six. And what is it trying to do? Pull back right there. We'll take a look at it today and see what it wants to do. Like I said, it just looks like it has that little bit of pullback look, but it doesn't give you much data, so you can't really tell where it's going to try to really move to. Could just be a little healthy pullback and trying to get out of the basement here. So we'll keep an eye on this FBGL. It is an interesting one. It just opened up and then came right down into the basement there. SAG. We were just looking at this thing. It's trying to curl up here, and you know you'll catch that pop up on the curl up, and it probably will do it pretty soon, I would imagine. Doesn't look like it's doing anything crazy this morning, just at 73. It closed at 74 yesterday, so maybe down a penny. But yeah, it's just one of the big fish hooks that's just getting set up. And HMR right here. This one's another new one. It did run up, it looks like the other day, yesterday, it looks like. Let me take a look at HMR right here. Actually, you know what? This one, I have to look and see what this one used to be because we hit this one not long ago and they must have just changed the stock ticker and the whole chart's brand new because it did pop up on my watch list and I didn't know what the heck it was and I must have we and I looked and we were talking about it before. So 154 to 325 yesterday. It did pop up. I like I said, I saw it yesterday. 238 to 244. It's back to 223. And it could be pulling back. Like I said, it's a new one. I'll have to take a look at it. You can't really tell that much on it. And I don't even know how new it is because, like I said, I know we traded it before. I'm just not sure. I know there was a couple Greece marine shipping ones that we were looking at. So one of them could have changed the stock ticker, and who the heck knows, or they got bought out. I'm not even sure. But like I said, it did pop up on my list. And there you go, Barbara. Good morning to you. And let's see what that trade desk is doing. It's up 82 cents, and it is trying to curl up there, isn't it, Luis Rodriguez? We have to take a look at this bad boy. It's hitting it pretty good. Let's see if these things can get crossed through. I'm not completely convinced. This one possibly could because it does have that big fish hook, and I think it might try to get out of the basement. That what Elf was doing the same thing. That's up even more this morning, and did it had a similar kind of look. So I think Trade Desk TTD. We might have to look at that one today and see if it's getting ready to move because it's way down there at 61. And I mean, this thing was trading, it was doubled. It was over 120 something not long ago. So TTD, we're definitely going to have to look at Luis Rodriguez. Maybe it did bottom out, or at least it's trying to and getting set up there. So we'll keep an eye when it's getting ready. And PTPI right here, when, MMAMM or something, ma'am. And let's see what this is doing. PTPI, I know we were looking at it, the Petros Pharmaceuticals, and this one did cross through. And let's see, it just has some healthy pullback. I could see this one trying to get set up to get moving, guys. So we'll keep an eye on that PTPI, Petros Pharmaceuticals. I think that one could be a decent one to get set up and get moving right there. And let's see what else is going on the scanners and all. Let's take a look and see. Boom, boom, bah. The market's still a little green right there. And let's see. Citigroup downgrades its stance on U.S. stocks. These bearish signals have been triggered, bank says. Global stock sell off ebbs as Trump to meet U.S. CEOs. Tesla's next comeback story starts today. Stock futures edge up after recession fears triggered a market sell off, and global stocks sell off pauses as investors catch their breath, it says. So we'll see what happens today. And again, I'm not completely convinced that they're ready to bounce back. Let's look at the scanner, see what's popping. That AWH, we were looking at that bad boy, and that is way up. CUTR, SNOA, BTOG, and TNON. So all the ones that we had already looked at or went through this morning. What's Neo doing? That one's popped up a little bit right there. And let's see, MLGO, that one looks like it was up and then pulling back. We haven't looked at it. Um, yeah, it did pop up that one day, and now it's coming back to the MACD. I'll have to look at MLGO, see if it wants to get set back up. That STSS is down a little bit. Icon's trying to move up a little bit more. Keep an eye on that thing, still in the basement, still trying to move. And that ADTX is just kind of a little bit of pullback right there. Nothing crazy. HEP is just pulling back as well. Let me see what's going on over here. Boom, anything different? Let me see. What's GMHS? This thing looks like it's trying to cruise. It's up there today. That's that game house. We were looking at it. That was on the laptop list, I think, one of the lists. And let's see, what is this one? TSTV. This thing looks like it was jumping up in our SYRS, guys. That's up this morning. Remember, we were talking about that one moving. And yeah, this TSTV's up in the top. Keep an eye on this thing, guys. Maybe it'll get moving there. It ran way up there, but it is up in the top right now and kind of has that look. TSVT. What am I saying? TSVT is what it is, and it's called like 270 something, 270 bio. And yeah, it jumped way up there. I mean, it closed yesterday. Let me see. Closed yesterday at 290. It opened today at 492, and it's at 494 right now. So keep an eye on that. It looks like it wants to continue to run up right there. And our SYRS, that one is in a really good spot. Ran up there this morning, guys. So there you go. That's a beauty. And we were all over that popper. Hitting the line. We'll see if it can keep running up. It could cross through just because it's in a good spot right there. So we'll see what it can do today. But it is popped up. And obviously, trade them smart. This market's crazy. So there you go with some of them bad boys. And let's see what else is going on in stock twits world over here. Let's see. Um, let's see what's trending. Tesla is up and Sophie's down, and that is a coin KSSS. Whoop. KSSS, that Coles is down. I know we caught it on the pop up there. They had earnings. That's pulling back. We'll see if it can bounce up. The QQQ is up a little bit right here. Let's see what it wants to do this morning. It is up 241. And again, we'll see if yesterday's was its bottom there. DJT is trending up and it's up 5 cents and it's in the basement. I'm not so sure that's ready to get moving. And the SPX and Oracle, let's look at Oracle. What are they up to? That's down $1.42, and Oracle just had earnings. Looks like it could be pulling back. AMD is up a little bit, and again, I'm not convinced that these bad boys want to get rolling at all. It is trying to hit that MACD. We see them curl up like this, and then you know that they come down. And that SOXL, which is the semiconductor, I believe, yeah, semiconductor bull. And let's see that maybe they are bottoming out yesterday. I don't know. I'm not completely convinced. Like I said, maybe you just see a little push up today and then you'll see them come back down. We've seen it a million times happen. So, like I keep telling you, I'm not convinced that they're completely ready. And that's what's trending on the stock twits over there. We did our, Joey's jumpers and our laptop lowdowns, our crypto. We have to look at it and see what it's up to. Bitcoin's at 81,760. Sol's at 124. They're actually a little green. Link's at 1305 and H bar's back at 20. Ethereum still under 2,000, but it is at 1,915. It was in the 1800s yesterday. And Ripple's at 214 right now. That was under $2 yesterday. And here we go at Cardano. That's at 72 cents and up a little bit right there because that was at about 70 or something. And Doge is at 16. That was down at 15. So there you go. Let's look at the charts on them and see how they look. Let's take a look and see. And again, they're not looking great, I don't think, but they are up a little bit, and we'll see if they're trying to make a base right here. Yeah, they're just kind of stair stepping themselves down, to be honest with you. They're not looking great. Can't say that they're going to get popping today, let's put it that way. But they're not dipping down even harder this morning. Not yet, anyway. Let's see. Yeah, Solana's trying to make a base, but it could easily come down some more. So they all could. And again, it could just be like a little stair step morning. We see it happen quite often. That Ripple's at 214 right here. And let's see what you're doing, Ripple. Here we go. Let's see what this chart's up to. And yeah, that thing's just pulling back right there. It's not exactly going up at the moment. And again, just kind of stair stepping. So we don't really have to go through too many of them because we know what they look like for the most part. And they aren't exactly cruising yet. Let's see what our SPY and everybody's up to. The SPY is up 237. And again, we see it green like this a lot in the pre market here, and then they just get destroyed. So we'll look at them real quick. Apple's still down, hitting that support. We'll look and see. Amazon, I mean, supports haven't been really helping anything. Amazon's up $1.06 again, curling up, hitting that basement line. I don't think it's really ready to get out. Maybe they're trying to bottom out here, but we'll take a look. Google's hitting some support, curled up, but pulling back. It's up 41 cents. Could easily come through that support line and dip down into the basement. I mean, that's what they look like. And let's see, Meta's up 387 and not looking great, just sitting on that bottom line. And let's see what Microsoft is up to, up 86 cents, and it's under the support and looks like it's going to be coming down. And that looks like it's going to be getting into the basement, guys. And Nvidia is up 42 cents. And again, that has a good support underneath of it at 105, but I don't think that's holding it up. So I'm not convinced that the market's ready to get cruising yet. And so we'll take a look at it. It is up a little bit this morning in the pre-market, and we've seen this happen plenty of times. There's some green on there, and then they get thrown off. So that's what we're looking at this morning. TSVT way up there at SNOA and TNON. We looked at all them bad boys this morning. I think we covered everything right there. Let me see if there's anything else. Is there live video? I will be doing it. I also yeah, there's just the audio right now, Marty. But yeah, I just posted up last night. If you guys saw, since the Spaces wasn't working, I've been messing around with the live stream and trying to get it figured out. I was trying to do it through Rumble and a couple other things. I bought the StreamYard last night. I was messing with that as well, and I thought maybe that one would be decent, so I bought that one, and it actually did work. So I did get it to work, and it sent it out on the X and my YouTube page. So I will start definitely streaming them. I didn't completely have it set up yet, but I'll work on that today, make sure it's all good, and we can start live streaming the shows, doing it on there. So and like I said, it'll pop up. It came up on the X's. I didn't look at it, but we'll have to do another test run and make sure it's popped up there live so you guys can see it. So we'll do another one. I did it late last night when I figured it out. A couple of people I think might have checked it out and saw it or saw the replay. So you guys can look at that. Let me know what you guys think about it. And like I said, we'll start doing them. So there you go, Marty. And SMCI held up better than most of the semiconductors. And this is going to be much higher. I agree. SMCI is looking good. It is one of the American companies, Luis Rodriguez, that Trump does promote. It is trying to curl up there. But like I said, I'm not convinced that these things want to get moving yet. So we could see some more pullback right here. And yeah, it's just crawling up, and we know that they like to come back down. So that is what we're looking at. It is a green start, though. Don't get me wrong, but it could turn red really, really quick. And they are just barely up. It's not like they're really popping. So we did see what was popping, and we'll look and see. And like I said, we went through the scanners. We'll take a look and see what's going to be happening. I think it kind of depends on some of these big caps to see if they really want to pull back. If they want to pull back, the penny stocks will continue to cruise up, and we'll figure out what's going to be popping next. So there you go with that. And I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review. We got through our crypto and everything. Maybe that's just trying to make a little base today. We'll see how much more it wants to pull back. It could pull back some more, just like the market. So I will definitely keep you guys updated and let you know how the market's looking as it starts to open. It is a little bit up this morning, so that is good. And Tesla's up like 569. It is in the basement. Now, Tesla, remember, this was like going on a five banger. So maybe they are going to start turning back around and Tesla leads the charge. And I'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, it's not convincing me that it's ready to rock and roll yet. It just had a big sell off. Could be the bottom yesterday and could get curling up. So I'll let you guys know what they look like and keep you posted on that. So there you go. And I would say that's a good pre-market review for today. And thank you everybody for tuning in as always and helping out. Asian Joey for Joey's Jumpers and Laptop Travel for your laptop lowdowns. And Winter Mute, Luis Rodriguez, Quid, Ryan Stuff Trading, Marty, how are you? Zachary, Rebecca, a bunch of other people were on. Appreciate everybody checking it out in the replays. And again, there was problems with the spaces yesterday. I think it's all good today. And we'll have some live streams up now. So keep an eye out for that as well. And I think that might be good. You guys can just watch me go through the charts live. And so there you go, everybody. So yeah, trade smart and lock in those profits today. I'll keep you posted on what the market wants to do and what's popping. So there you go. Goodbye. Good luck. See you later and have a great day, everybody.